From Richard Petty horrifying crash to Carlos Pardo's fatal crash, here are NASCAR worst crashes ever. Richard Petty, 1970 Darlington. Richard Petty, part of a NASCAR-loving family, was involved in a crash where his car abruptly turned left while leaving turn 4. The impact was severe, breaking the inside wall and causing his car to flip over multiple times before coming to a stop on its roof. The broadcast showed a disturbing scene of Petty's body hanging out of the car window. People initially mistook his red flag, which had fallen on the track, for blood. Petty was taken to the medical facility and later to the hospital, where his father reported that he was recovering well. This incident led NASCAR officials to mandate the use of window nets in all cars to prevent drivers from being ejected in similar situations. Steve Park, Darlington, 2001. Steve Park's NASCAR career was derailed by multiple crashes, with the 2001 crash being the most devastating. During the Mountain Dew Southern 500, his car's steering wheel came off, causing him to veer across the track and get hit by another car, resulting in speech impairment and brain damage. Park blames himself for the incident. Dale Earnhardt, Daytona 500, February 18, 2001. During the final lap of the 2001 Daytona 500, Dale collided with Sterling Marlin and Ken Schrader, causing him to crash into the retaining wall. This resulted in a basilar skull fracture, and he was pronounced dead at Halifax Medical Center. This tragedy, along with 3 other similar deaths, prompted changes in NASCAR safety regulations. The safer barrier rules were introduced, and the use of hands devices became mandatory. Furthermore, the car of tomorrow was developed, which was considered safer. There have been no other deaths in NASCAR since then. Rusty Wallace, 1993, Talladega. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Rusty Wallace was a successful race car driver who won the 1989 championship. During the 1993 season, he was doing well and led 43 laps at Talladega. However, Dale Earnhardt hit his rear bumper as they approached the finish line, causing Wallace's car to spin out of control and go airborne. The car flipped violently before landing on its wheels, but Wallace survived and was unharmed. This was not the first time Wallace had a serious accident, as he had also flipped during the 1993 Daytona 500. Despite these close calls, Wallace had an impressive season in 1993, though he ultimately did not win the championship.
Here they come off the 4th corner. Ernie Irvan leads them down now. Is he going to win the Winston 500? Jimmy Spencer is second. They come through the tri-oval. Checkered is waving. Ernie Irvan wins, and Rusty spins and gets airborne and flips wildly right at the start-finish line, very reminiscent of his accident at Daytona.
Carlos Pardo's fatal crash, NASCAR Corona Series, 2009. Carlos Pardo was a highly decorated Mexican motorsports driver who had won 8 out of 74 NASCAR Corona Series competitions he had participated in. Unfortunately, during a race on June 14, 2009 at Puebla, he was involved in a fatal accident. On the 97th lap of the 100-lap race, Jorge Gutierrez attempted to overtake Pardo at turn 3. However, he ended up tapping Pardo's car from behind, causing him to lose control and crash into a wall behind a pit lane at a speed of 120 miles per hour. Despite the car being equipped with safety features such as a Fitch barrier and water drums, the impact was too severe, and Pardo lost his life. Medics tried to rush him to the hospital using a medical helicopter, but he was pronounced dead. Thanks for watching. Check out any of the videos on your screen right now and subscribe to your left.